last night for Truck Sim. We hit a goal. We're hitting goals like crazy, which is...
Hey, Phil, say their name. And if we're hitting goals like crazy, why are we pairing out? Edible Dandy says, Pesci, you calling out DSP claims, it makes it 100 times easier to see how much damage control is going on. Yes. Thank you, Edible Dandy.
Great. That's what I mean. Like, I want to keep that momentum going, and I want to keep these games in the rotation. You know, Silk Song I've actually really enjoyed. So I do hope...
DSP acting all apologetic now. Classic move when receipts show up.
Because I was skeptical about a Metroidvania working.
Says Chunga Gang. Shout out to Surfa Gang.
I want to keep playing it, but I can't play a game of this magnitude. Apparently, this game is very long. I can't keep playing it if people aren't going to...
And he eventually gets rid of it, but he goes, people keep not... Dude, Phil, let's call a spade a spade. Sweet Coden never was good. You were getting wailed out during the first playthrough. So now that he's not getting wailed out, listen to his stupid theory. I didn't beat it as quick as I beat the first one. It doesn't matter, Phil. Leading up to now, you played this one the same amount as you played the first one. So look at him about to like literally shut a game down because he... At least his understanding, it's boring as shit.
That's, of course, correct. The only reason that I've been around for so long is because I am a warlock who makes deals with all kinds of demons and things. Of course. Yes. In reality, the reason that I've been around for so long is just because I'm a really stubborn asshole, right? I'm a real stubborn bastard. I refuse to go away, and I refuse to let anyone tell me what I can and can't do.
We're up to 172 on Twitch.
So I just stick around. And I persevere. While other people have bowed out and given up and thrown in the towel and quit, every time that some kind of new adversity hits me, I say, screw that, I'm going to keep going.
Wait a minute. We got a real quick. Mohan, if I say your name's wrong, I apologize. I'm shitty at reading names. But Mohan says, Pesci, your breakdown of DSP spin is so satisfying. Thank you, brother. I'm hoping to be a full-time DSP detractor one day. Swimming with the real detractors. That part where DSP said, I didn't know, bro must think we're all blind. True.
And I do, and I find a way to succeed. Yeah, I know, Dab Hands, but there's nothing we can do. Dab Hands says, I'm always skeptical of new people. You don't know if it's old people creeping back in or whatever. And, you know, as a creator...
Today is your best stream ever. Yeah. Thank you, brother.
You have to just basically...
Pesci exposing DSP's timeline is cold but deserved.
It is. Certainly, I hope.
Well, Babylon, we need to get you a mod, brother.
Who come by and are supporters are not someone who's already had awful conduct, someone who's already been banned, and now they're coming in with a...
All right, this is what I got to do.
No, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I'm going to come back to this video. I got to play an attorney.
I'm sure it's happened tons of times over the years.
I'm only going to play in one. If I lose in the first round, I'm not even going to do the second chance. We're playing this tournament, and then we'll come back to the DSP vid. Everybody seems to be liking that. Thanks for the answer. DSP trying to blame YouTube's policy changes feels like deflection more than real accountability. Damn, we got some people that are aware of DSP in this bitch. Holy shit, this is like a dream come true. Holy shit.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
All right, hold on, guys. We got to go back to the... What the hell happened? He said, Pesci, please go in more detail. He said, the fuck? All right, here we go. We're back to the fucking his parents didn't care about him bullshit.
So first, a lot of the times back in the day, people would say it was Swaggins. Oh, it was Swaggins is your only supporter. Swaggins comes by every stream and drops tons of money, right? Then it became only iced coffee. Oh, every supporter is only iced coffee. They're all the same person. Every single supporter must be only iced coffee. But what about Planet Jeff? Oh, every supporter is Planet Jeff secretly.
Okay, so what he's complaining about is this: is everyone says that when he has a supporter that's a whale, they always accuse it on being a former whale. Meaning, he tells some of the guys that donate to him, change the names of your accounts from time to time so the trolls won't harass you. Even though they don't. Usually they fucking call on it themselves. But this is what he's trying to explain. All right, well, BC, real quick, hold on. BC, I'm sorry. I didn't know we were in a best out of 3. That's my fault. That won't happen again. But anyway, what DSP's saying is everybody that supports isn't one person. He's trying to make you think it's a bunch of people.
Supporting from behind the scenes, Phil only has one supporter, right? And then over the years, it just keeps changing. But then they always pick up the same names. Like, so let me get this straight. All my supporters are the same person, yet you just named 20 different people. So even your own logic fails. Like, what are you talking about? 1 minute man. There you go. 1 minute man. Everyone.
Pesci caring why BC complains, right? Nothing new.
So here's the thing. You can't control who supports you. You can't, right? You have no control over that. The truth is, how people behave dictates how things go. As long as someone comes by and hangs out and is a cool person in chat and abides by the rules.
Abides by the rules. Now, when he says that, thank you for the follow, whoever that is. I can't, for some reason, that lettering is small. I got to figure out why it's not big. We'll get to the bottom of that in a minute. But what I understand right here is he basically is trying to say, follow the rules. Like, it's like he's talking to a bunch of, like, young people or something, a bunch of kindergartners. Like, he doesn't talk to you like you would talk to an adult. Like, obeyed by the rules.
I'm happy to have anyone here, whether you support or not. But if someone ends up becoming a negative influence, a toxic influence, they're breaking the rules, they're being insulting, then they're going to get moderated just like anyone else. Doesn't matter if they're a supporter or not. And that's what's happened to a lot of these people. They start contributing, but then they think, oh, well, now I have free reign to just say and do whatever I want and be a nasty person to everybody because I'm contributing to the stream. And it couldn't be further from the truth.
It's not a nasty person, everybody, but you, a guy that gave you $600 and couldn't charge it back, you treated like a dirtbag literally less than a week ago. Cramp and whatever that other whale was that was trying to insult him for PPP.
One has exactly the same level of treatment. No one's better than anyone else. You know what I mean? And I hope that people understand that. So, you know, in particular, these people who have been around in the last week who've been very supportive have been positive.
Hell, Mike says Pesci, he's acting like YouTube is personally out to get him.
People. They haven't been toxic. They haven't been saying anything messed up. So it's all good. Danzak did a $5 super chat. He says, you have been around so long, you might be inspiring second-generation viewers. Isn't that cool? I've probably gotten
inspiring
generations of viewers.
That's when you know a LARPer tips. When a LARPer saying his talk is inspiring to somebody. What could he inspire you to do? Be a better beggar? No, let's be realistic. What could DSP inspire you to do?
You know, I get people who leave comments on my videos. They're like, dude, I just found you again. I used to watch you back in, like, 2010. And I was just randomly searching. And your
BC is a close friend, T Babylon. He's not dragging me down.
And then, honestly, usually I get a comment like, wow, you look so different. Like, you sound different. You look different. Like, yeah. A lot has changed in the last 15 years. That's for sure. So thank you so much, Dan Zach. Appreciate that. Super chat. Thank you so much. Can we get our first sub of the day over on Kick to get some momentum on Kick? So far, we have 2 super chats. Can we get our first tip of the day? That would be excellent.
That would be excellent. I like how he says you giving me money would be excellent.
Get that momentum flowing as we start up Silk Song. But when I say, by the way, people are saying, oh, how could you have a third-generation viewer? You've only been doing this for 17 years. All right. If you're using it by the textbook definition, when you're saying that to me, it makes me feel like different generations of gamers. So, like, there was the Xbox 360 PS3 generation. That was the first generation that watched me, right? Then there was the PS4, Xbox One, Wii U generation. So that's like generation 2 that watched me. Then there was the
That watched you. What makes, I don't understand what makes them the generation.
PS5, Xbox Series S and X generation, and Switch generation. That's the third generation that watched me. And now the current generation, right? Where we got like, I'm a PC gamer now. I'm doing other things. I feel like there's been like 4 distinct time periods that I've been making content.
All
when it
right,
comes to
go
gaming.
easy on
That's
BC.
what I mean. I'm not meaning actually someone had,
He
was
thinks
watching
dudes'
me when they
kids
were
and their
16 years
kids
old
are
and they had a
watching
kid,
him.
And now their kid grew up and had a kid, and their grandchild is watching me. That's not what I meant. But I guess it takes a little bit of intelligence and thought to think about, what I'm saying instead of you being.
See, for a guy that's crowdfunded, he almost talks to you like you're uneducated. Like he don't respect anyone in his chat. You see him like pointing out someone in his chat that maybe helps him out or saying, hey, how you doing today? Or maybe having a normal conversation with someone. This guy don't give a shit. He reads the dono, says thank you, moves on. You're forgotten. You could be blocked.
At face value, most simple textbook definition for simpleton, there's no way that there could be 30 generations watching you. You're right. But most humans don't think that way. Holy shit. Okay. Can we get our first tip of the day? We've gotten some super chats. We got a sub now. Can we get the tip? Then we'll have had contributions of every sort, which is a nice start. It's not proof of life. It's evidence.
We now have a contribution of all sorts.
Millions of years ago, and it's pretty cool. All right, cool. Now let's find a fossil in that life, right? Let's now revive that creature from Mars, like Jurassic Park, and let's let that creature then destroy all life on Earth. Let's go. Let's get a huge mutant freak that just absorbs all matter like the Blob and just eats us all. Sounds like a plan. Gay Gorilla 45 tipped me $1. Says you should do a tactical soap review. We already talked about these soap reviews, and I'm not doing them because apparently it's some kind
Someone
of
tipped him $20 to say, hey, Phil, I love you, babe.
Or you should do a local barbecue review. We looked into a couple local barbecues, and the thing is, number one, they're all really expensive for what they are.
Who's
Number
we?
two, getting delivery barbecue, I'm very skeptical because I did actually do that before, and the barbecue overcooked and was dry and not good when delivered. So that was disappointing. And number three, I can't eat a lot of red meat. Okay, I can't. I'm not supposed to eat a lot of red meat because of my health conditions. So if I eat barbecue, it's like, what do they actually have at barbecue? Well, they have red meat in beef, red meat in pork, red meat with any kind of ribs that I get, brisket, red meat.
Phil's
chips,
not reading the I love you,
burnt
babe
tips,
comment.
Red meat. The only thing they actually have at a barbecue place that's not red meat is the chicken. And that's one thing they have, but no one's going to want to see me just try barbecue chicken. So that's why I'm skeptical. Why am I going to spend a lot of money to get food delivered that's not going to be great delivered because it's probably going to overcook on the way, and then it's going to be food that I'm not supposed to be eating. So that's why I've been very skeptical about the barbecue. Okay?
So he says DSP Tries It is an award for the audience. That don't sound like no award there, Phil. That sounds like you're being picky and choosy. The one thing you said you would never be. I'm only pointing it out because you call this shit our reward. So if it's our reward, how come you're like, that's why I didn't do the barbecue yet? So you do pick the shit. You always act like we pick it. You say, you guys have been telling me to eat Taco Bell. No, we haven't been telling you to eat shit. DSP Tries It is watered down. LARPers make comments, and even your fucking whales and dents make comments. That's how your chat's always going to be. There's always going to be people that contradict. There's always going to be people that tell you a game's shitty and tell you a game's good. And there's going to be people that wail out for all the wrong reasons.
I hope that makes sense. Like I said, let's keep hitting those goals for Silksong so I can keep Silksong as a daytime stream and we can make maximum progress.
Let me tell you what he just told you right there. Let's keep hitting the goals for Silksong. I need $150 or I'm not playing this game in the morning no more. Imagine that. Imagine you had you could be ignorant enough to literally just tell your fans, let's just say it how it is. I need $150 or this game will go to the nighttime stream. I like it enough to keep playing it. But if we don't get $1.50, it's going to the nighttime stream. And sure enough, that Final Wish motherfucker came by and dented out, wailed out, and he made like 300.
Before the new releases hit.
We're almost on the next vid.
End of the month, next week. It's actually late next week. Okay, about 10 days we have to play a lot of Silk Song.
Alvin Rince's gout.
Many more major streams of Silk Song before new releases hit. Dan Zach did a $2 super chat asking, have I ever been to a dance club? Like a full-on, the purpose of the club is dancing? No. I've been to bars, nightclubs, stuff like that, where there is some dancing, but I've never been to a place that's 100% like a dedicated dance club. My eyes look a bit puffy. Did I get enough sleep last night? I already said I lost some sleep last night because my wife went to work today, and she goes to work early.
I lost some sleep because my wife went to work today. Keep going, Phil.
Early, and when she gets up early to get ready for work, Jasper wakes up, and Jasper kept waking me up this morning. I lost like 90 minutes of sleep that I normally
That's what animals do. You lost like 90 minutes of sleep because your animal is trying to wake you up in the morning? Phil, you said the cat is like locked in your room all night. He's probably waking you up because he needs to take a dump. Maybe grab a bite to eat. Maybe a sip of water. Like, Jesus Christ. How dumb could you be? My cat cost me 90 minutes of sleep.
Man. So it is what it is. Let's get the chair cover on as well. Thank you for the early support. We're already at $50, and I really appreciate that. We're going to get around 3.5 hours of Silk Song gameplay today, which is what I was expecting. Should be great progress.
We're already at $50.
Let's keep hitting our goals for Silk Song so we can keep it in the rotation as a daytime stream. Okay.
All right, we're on the next one. I love how he says, he can't just say, can we keep getting the money for Silk Song? And somehow somebody wailed out on him today so he could do Feasting with the Pig.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Yeah, it's been good, Edible Dandy.
Snort, tell you. Drip, snort, snort. I got the drip. Go.
And we had a successful chill return to American Truck Sim streaming on Sunday night. So
we had a successful chill return to Truck Sim. Let me DSP translate that for you new people. I hit my $150 plus that night, bringing it back into the rotation, considering I got rid of the game a week prior because it didn't hit the goal after a fan donated DLCs for you to play. You couldn't even do one DLC for Buckwell, and you wonder why Buckwell is starting to turn into a LARPer. You see some of his comments today, Phil? He's not exactly licking your taint like he was a week ago. A lot of Phil's number one supporters, number one dents, turn into detractors / trolls in time. Because some of the people don't know how to act when Phil starts acting like an asshole to them when they're giving him money. So then they find channels like Raw Phil or other detractor channels, W Pig, Duty Streams. Because then you just want to watch Phil usually not hit the goal. That's why more people watch him on Raw Phil than anywhere else. Shout out to Chunga Game. Shout out to Moan.
far, so good. Everything has been great. In fact,
Everything's going good,
if you're
Zorro.
not aware, I believe we have had 8 straight streams.
Been treating me good.
If not 9 straight streams where we have hit all of my support goals.
So he's telling you that off jump. He was on a little streak here. 9 streams in a row of hitting all my support goals. That means over $150 plus here at this point. He went on a streak. He got whaled out. And he's calling games out. When he's on a 9-game streak, telling you, one time we don't hit, might have to take it out of the... And he's telling that to people because he thinks he's scaring certain guys. Like, oh, shit, we don't whale out. Fucking Silk Song is going to be played at night. And we're fucked.
Okay? That's amazing. And it wasn't expected. the last couple of weeks, it was kind of touch and go there where I would hit a goal, then I would miss a goal, then I would hit a goal, I would miss a goal. I'm very happy that.
Real quick, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but Dowsky Pig. I'm just going to call you Do Sky Pig. I gave you a moderator. She said, Chat's curious. Was today a chill one or a grind for you? Oh, no. It's always great to have people.
We have had so much support.
Much appreciated.
In addition to that, it's not just one person, because there were a couple of things that were pretty much carried by.
Yes.
Ho, ho, ho.
He said it's not just one person. Always worried about Phil because you've had one guy or two guys show up and overdonate.
Like one person. But since then, we've still been hitting goals. We've still been getting support. It's been great. So I want to say thank you to anyone who attended my streams over the last week and has supported and allowed me to hit goals. Now, before we even get to hellos and topics, I just want to say this. This stream right now
Thank you, Team Babylon.
is probably the one stream that I am nervous about the most for support. Why? Because guess what I am playing after the podcast ends? Suikoden 2. And as we know, whenever I play RPGs, particularly more traditional RPGs, it's incredibly hard to bring an audience, or I should say, to retain an audience. I've had no problem getting the audience for a podcast, but as soon as I start playing that game, it's like, oh my God, run for the hills, abandon all hope, get the hell out of Dodge. We'll come back when Phil's done. And that's frustrating because I have a great time playing classic RPGs. This Suikoden 1 and 2 are games that
Suikoden is one of the most boring games I've ever watched anyone play in my entire life.
I played when I was in my teens on the PlayStation 1. I absolutely loved these games. Okay, I did. And I wanted to share those experiences with all of you. The Suikoden 1 playthrough, we had really good support for. And in general, we had an engaged audience who came by, hung out, talked about the game, and had a great time. With Suikoden 2, I'm not saying that we haven't had some people come by to hang out and have a good time. We have. But the support has basically been all over the place. We have had streams where we have hit goals, and we have had streams where we have not even come close to hitting half a goal. All right? So it's this simple. This stream right now, let's get some support rallying for the podcast, so that way if you're not going to stick around for Suikoden 2, that's okay, but we've hit the goal. Seriously. If you like Suikoden 2, stick around and hang out with me and have a great chill afternoon. But if you don't, support the stream for the content that I put out before it, and for, in general, the fact that I am here so often putting out awesome content for you on a daily basis, and the fact that you...
Phil, you just told your fans they should give you money because you give them awesome content. I would love a definition of your awesome content that you give. If that isn't the most backwards thing I've ever heard in my life. He said, folks, for my awesome content, can you please get the support rallying, the momentum?
Appreciate it. Let's get some support rolling, and let's crush the goal. Let's break the norm. Let's not make this a pattern where every time that I play Suikoden 2, I'm not going to be getting any support. Instead, let's crush it, all right? So thank you in advance to anyone who supports. We're going to talk about a new kind of support on Kick in just a moment.
We're going to talk about a new type of support on Kick in a moment. Kick adds another way for you to donate, and DSP, he's right on it. He's going to let you know how it works, how we're going to fucking award you for it, how we're going to fucking give you credit for it.
Added last night out of nowhere. No one was expecting it, and it's kind of out of control. Let's get that out of the way, and then we can talk about the other topic, which is the best games of the year that I'm kind of having a hard time getting people to watch, okay? Cool. We got Copper Chef. We got Extra Bondage doing some kicks right now on Kick. We'll talk about that because you can't see them if you're not live in the Kick chat. There's no way for me to even, like, show these kicks going on right now, unlike my other contributions, right? If I get a tip, I do a manual animation. For super chats, we have automated. For members and
So this guy literally went from talking about donations to directly into talking about donations again. Literally from support to support. They have graphs of this guy's streams and how much he talks about support, how much he talks about games, how much he plays the game. And the pie for support talking is a majority of the pie. He literally found a way to transition from talking about donations into another way of talking about donations.
we have automated. Right now, there's nothing for these kicks, but I will explain soon. So thank you, Extra Bondage over there.
Yeah, some things, Ments 1 RFS.
Completely spamming the chat with moral support.
Not all the
We've got
time do I
Isaac
do
Operating, what's
DSP
going
stuff,
on?
but
We
if
have
people wanted me to, I
650J,
would.
Who's sending 100 kecks, which aren't even real, but it's that meme. A morning toker. Is it really that bad? Is life that bad that the first thing you do when you get up in the morning you have to hit the weed? Really? That it's kind of like those people too who like they can't function without liquor, so they have to get up and have like a Bloody Mary. Oh, I couldn't imagine that. Now, how about this? Ian got the ball rolling. How about we have our first tip of the day via PayPal? How about we get our first gifted sub of the day? And how we get a membership? And how about we get our first 100 kick of the day over on Kick? Someone do 100 kicks.
I mean, that's a long list of shit. He just said how to tip them. Super chat. Kicks, which are the equivalents to bits. Membership on YouTube. Membership on Kick. He's giving you a full goddamn audit. He's giving you the menu of money. There hasn't even been anything about a game.
At once. Because I actually count that towards the leaderboard. Okay?
No one cares about the leaderboard.
Let's go. Let's get that momentum rolling so we can hit
Only
that
a
goal
super
and not have to worry about
dent
Suikoden
would
2
care about
being
their
the
name
only
being on the
game that I don't hit
leaderboard.
support for when we've been hitting goals every other stream. Let's go.
So if you've been hitting 9 goals in a row, Phil, give them a break. You don't have to bust their chops.
Okay. So what we need to do, we need to talk about these new additions to Kick because both of them are interesting but also confusing. It actually seems like they're not necessarily that emo. They're not necessarily polished yet. Okay? So allow me to explain. So the first new feature that they added to Kick streaming yesterday is a subscriptions goal.
Let me explain. Let me explain the new way we are going to calculate money on my stream.
What is that and how does it work? Well, what you can do now is you can set a goal for subscriptions that you're trying to hit during a set time period. It could be as short as a few hours. It could be as long as several days to a week. You can basically do it as however you want, and that way you and your viewers have something to work towards when it comes to support. The cool thing about it is you can pick any one of your emotes as the emote that promotes the goal. So I have the new salute emote as the emote promoting this goal, and I actually set this up this morning to be a goal of 25 subs by the end of tomorrow. So that includes this stream, tonight's late night stream of Chronos the New Dawn, tomorrow's daytime stream of Silk Song, and late night tomorrow night, Chill with Phil returns. We haven't done a full-on Chill with Phil stream in a long time.
Chill with Phil is when he answers the most dented of dented questions. They're never the questions you want him to answer. It's the most silliest thing in the world. And during the whole time when you donate to him during that show, he explains to you, see, I could just sit here and talk to you, and people want to give me money. Maybe I don't have to game all the time.
So it's Chill with Phil stream tomorrow night. All 4 of those streams combined, we're trying to hit 25 subs on my Kick channel. Can we do it? Can we hit the goal? Can we get the momentum going now?
Another goal.
Gives a sub,
so this is like a whole new goal
Let's
thing.
Let's get that going right now.
Because you could set goals on Kick. He's making new goals
for the next 2 days. Let's go.
None of the goals get you anything. It's just goals. It's just a word. It's you give him money, and then he says new goal, or I eat.
Did a 100 kicks. I don't say did a 100 kicks. I say gifted 100 kicks or sent 100 kicks. Okay? So thank you, Terry Bogard. That will count on the leaderboard. Now, if you're wondering, what does that mean? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? I'll explain in a moment.
Look,
Because
he
right
was
now-
just talking to himself. Wait, what do you mean? What am I talking about? This guy's literally having a conversation with himself. No one said that. Everyone gets it. Not everyone's fully dented, Phil.
Explain the kick system, okay? So each kick is worth a penny. I'm not kidding. So 100 kicks is the equivalent of $1.
Okay, you've already gone over that a few
So now we're up
times.
to $7 of support for today's stream. So again, let's get that momentum rolling, right? Let's get our first tip.
Quit calling it momentum. It's money. Let's get the momentum rolling. Like he's about to pull a game out or pull a weight out or do a backflip. You know what I mean? Or like he's trying to, like he's a workout king or something.
Let's get our first sub. Let's get our first membership. We got some kicks and we got a super chat. Now let's get some support in the other regions. All right? All right, so I've started a new goal.
Thank
And
you,
I'm literally looking at it right now, and
Gabriel
it went
Foliax.
live. It's below the stream. It's me saluting like this. It's 25 subs by the end of tomorrow. Okay? So, now let's get some subs going. Let's get some support rolling. Let's hit that
It
goal.
just basically
Let's hit
said if you give
25
me a
subs
couple hundred,
in the next
I'll release an
48
email.
hours. How does that sound?
That sounds
Not
like
too
a
much
good
to
deal.
ask, honestly, for support on Kick. It's not. In fact, I will say this. I want to get some momentum going because Kick support has been slow this week. In the 2 days I streamed, we've only gotten like 10 subs. Oh, that is correct. Breaking Fist says, are you aware that if you are using the mobile app on iOS or Android, Kick will charge you $6.50 for a sub, but if you use desktop or the web version, they only charge $4.99? Yes. Anytime that you use a mobile app to buy something, there's an upcharge for the app store through which you're using it. So never do that. In fact, a ton of mobile games now are pushing their customer bases to not use any purchases through the game, but instead to go to an online store where you link your account, you buy through the store, then they send you the items you purchased into the game through like an inbox or an email box. That completely bypasses the extra profits that the mobile app stores try to steal for no reason. So I strongly recommend that. If you're going to support anyone on Kick, if you're going to support anyone on YouTube, if you're going to support anyone, hell, on Twitch for that matter, never use the app or app store. Always go through desktop or go to...
So basically, he went from talking about support, then talking about a way to support and what you get when you support, to another round of Kick support. So the first, technically, beginning of his show was basically explaining support. And he doesn't even think any of his fans caught that?
a browser and log in manually through a browser and do it there, or else you are paying significantly more money just to do it through an app. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I'll be up for football.
All right. So, FYI,
I'm only doing two of these, two of
we
the
have that goal
videos.
set for tomorrow. Let's do it. We have 4 streams to hit that goal.
Let's
get
do
our
it.
First sub of the day towards that goal right now.
You
All
already
right?
told us
So
about
those
the
goals
get
will be
sub of the day.
set. Now, here's the thing. Some
It's
people
a
are
whole
already
nother
saying,
goal.
well, will you ever use those goals and actually drive support and do like rewards and things? I don't know.
Eddie Chill Real, one of his number one supporters, put Buckwell fucked a penny. Oh, flicked a penny.
Yeah.
The hell does that mean?
First of all, let's even see if it works. It just launched, right? Who even knows if it's going to track properly or what it's going to do? So let's calm down and let's give it a test run. Let's see if the tracking works, if it's proper. You know what I mean? We got to be sure that everything's fine. Once we can confirm
very
that this
true,
new
Rambo.
feature works, maybe we can do stuff. What? I don't know yet. We could think about it, right? It has to be something quick, obviously. If it's for a certain set number of subs, maybe it's a silly dance. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows, right? But we could figure something out that if we hit the sub goal that we have a little celebration or a little reward, but I'm just not sure what it could be yet. All right? Cool. Please give me 1 second. Jasper Kitty had jumped in my window, and then he jumped out. But now the sun is coming through the curtains because he moved the curtains. Let me rearrange the curtains for a second. Okay?
Look, the name of this video I didn't even realize is
says, why do you
spent the
down
entire
tips?
podcast talking
I
about
don't
money
round
and
down
begging.
tips, I just don't count change. I'm not going to sit here with a fucking calculator counting pennies. I just don't have time. It's not worth my time, quite frankly.
He's like a
There you
banker.
go. Very simple. All right. Take that shit to the bank. This isn't a bank. This is a stream. Okay. Now, can we get a real tip instead of $1.01 from someone trying to be a jerk?
Damn.
Let's get a real tip. Come on. Let's get our first real tip of the day, and for God's sakes, let's get our first subscription of the day over on Kick right now. Let's get our first sub towards the goal. Let's see if the goal works.
Listen, he literally went from support to support. There's no
right
podcast.
Now.
He says his podcasts are entertaining. Look at him.
Eye burns. Crap,
He's
my
not even
eyes
on
burning.
pause.
I couldn't hold the pose because my eyes started burning. So now we only have 24 subs to go to hit our goal by the end of the week. Let's go. Let's get some more subs on this very stream because, again, remember, Sweet Code N2, historically, my least supported streams right now. I want to flip that script. I want to change that narrative.
He goes, I want to flip that script. I want to change that narrative. Let me tell you what he's talking about. Squee Coden on the last stream only made $80. That's what he wants to flip the script. He wants you to flip your wallet from 80 to 150. He still made 80 on the most boringest game, I swear to God. I'm almost more shocked that a guy that makes six figures a year sometimes would even attempt playing this game. But he's attempted playing this game. And right now he says, I want to flip the script. I don't want it to be the game that's boring and makes no money. I want you to support. Because if you do, this game that is boring no matter what won't be boring anymore to me because of the money. I'm almost baffled by this right now.
I want to hit the goal on this stream so that
because I want to hit the goal. Quit saying you want to hit the goal. Say you want $150. That's what you want. Because the goals don't add up to nothing. It's your goal to hit $150. It's not our goal.
Or the dead stream that Phil only plays for himself. I want to have people support my content. Let's go. Okay, so now let's talk about the other half of this new equation going on Kick. Kicks. They're actually just called kicks, okay? So on Twitch, they have a bits system, and that bits system is you purchase these bits behind the scenes through Twitch. Twitch charges you a premium. So, for example, over on Twitch, this is just an estimate. I haven't been on Twitch in many years. It used to be like, so you buy 100 bits for like $1.40. So you pay $1.40. Twitch will keep 40 cents. That's their profits. You now have 100 bits to give to a streamer, and each bit is worth a penny. Now, the streamers on Twitch are not allowed to say that. I know how stupid that sounds, because obviously everyone knows that bits have monetary value, but Twitch actually had it in their terms of service that streamers can never say that bits have monetary value or that's a violation and you will lose your partner status. I wish I was kidding. I'm not. Twitch actually has said that, and there was one time when Twitch actually contacted me and said, stop talking about bits. And I was like, are you fucking crazy? You fucking idiots? I'll talk about what I want. I'm not going to lie to my audience. But they want everyone to lie over there.
I'm not going to lie to my audience. They want everyone to lie over there. This man has arguably told maybe record lies on Twitch that went viral. WWE champions, all the shit with Panda Lee. This guy just says Twitch wants you to lie to people over there. The liar. The guy that admitted last year to many lies and then lied after he told the truth about lying.
I think there's some kind of a legal loophole that they try to use for their own taxing purposes to say that bits don't have monetary value when everyone knows that they do. Okay? So, each bit was a penny. So over here on Kick, they're using exactly the same system. You have to buy these kicks ahead of time. How do you do that? Well, take a look right now at the chat. And what you'll see is right next to the
You
chat
hear him?
box-
He goes, how do you do that? He asked a question to himself just so he could answer for you for no reason. Like nobody would know how to buy kicks on Kick. Like he's explaining to like, you know, people that aren't all upstairs.
Ho, ho, ho.
Green
Right
Giant.
chat, there's a few different things, and one of them now looks like a house. I don't know why they're using that icon because it just looks like a house to me. But apparently that's supposed to be a store. I don't know why they think that looks like a store. I would have used a $sign, but instead they use a building, okay? So you click on the building, and then you can buy kicks.
Hold on,
Okay?
let me go to the other
so what is
video.
the current...
That dude literally loops about those kicks the whole time. Guilt tripping, begging, not hitting the goals is ridiculous. Gay helicopter. Hold on, let me see if this is what I think it is.
Let me tell you something, brother.
And then you just put it over white jasmine rice, and you mix it all up. So you get everything you need there, all your food groups. You got your carbs, you got your good protein, you got your veggies with the peppers, you got a little bit of, you know, fruit, the sweetness and the tanginess of the pineapple. You get all kinds of, you know, vitamins and all your energy. It's a really good dinner. Very delicious and pretty healthy for you. Pretty darn good dinner.
Trying to make it sound like his wife is
Thank
a
you,
healthy
David.
cook.
This is looking good. Thank
She
you.
can't cook worth
David.
a shit. All she can cook is turkey
I
burgers.
Try. I try, you know. Trying to look good here tonight for you. Thank you. It's cool process. Will you sing us a song after the gameplay ends to help us to be not too scared and we can go to bed? Sure. I'll be la la loo, la la loo. Go to sleep, stream watcher. Oh la la loo. What is wrong with you? All right. So I have an update in regards to this kicks situation.
Oh my God. I thought he was literally going to go into a topic, right? I'm like, I wanted to hear what he was going to open up with. He goes, no, I got an update on the kicks situation. Yeah, it's like bits, Rambo. It's all on kicks. That's what I said. He literally, I thought he was about to talk about something. I was be like, all right, let's hear what his opening take was. His update is on the donating.
I have a definitive 100% update that I have proven. Kicks on Kick are worth 1 penny each confirmed. The reason
Dude,
I know this,
We
is
just, it's
because
almost like we're watching the same
during the
video.
streams, between these two streams, my day stream and my night stream on Tuesday, Kick's revenue resets for the week. So I went from having my revenue for the week, it went back to 0. And then right as I sat down and was turning on the stream, Milo did a 10 kick, and I checked my revenue, and it says I had made 10 cents. So there you go.
You would
counts. I'm
almost
getting
thought we
paid
were
for the
watching
kicks,
all
confirmed,
the same
and
video.
it's a
This
penny
is
per kick,
a whole
no matter
different
what.
video.
Because some people were like, well, what if someone tries to use a VIP?
No one said that.
Excuse me. Boy, I'm stupid. What if someone tries to use a VPN to buy them and save money? You can. They only can be purchased via USD. That's it.
Yeah.
So because of that, no one can like try to.
Yeah,
cheap it
Edible
out
Dandy.
and rip
DSP
off
keeps talking about his
Kick like
kicks.
they rip off YouTube with the memberships over there. You have to pay full price, and I get a penny per kick. There you go.
We know.
So yeah, so what happened was earlier
Holy
today,
shit.
my first stream I made around $80 playing Sweet Code N2, which I'm
Right.
being honest, yeah, it irks me. I wish that I should be making 100 or more. I want to hit my goals of 150, and I never.
I want to be honest. It irks me that you didn't give me $150 when I'm playing my ass off on one of the most boringest games ever, Squeak Hoden or whatever the hell. Really, it is a very boring game. I'm not going to say I haven't played a boring game or two on stream, but I don't make 6 figures. All right, if I was making 6 figures, who knows if I'd be playing any games. But fucking DSP just literally said, it irks me. Let's literally hear this. I'm gonna rewind a couple seconds. I want you to hear him on a stream. Lucky to make 80. Made 80. He has a complaint.
A penny per kick.
Thank you, Chunga Gang.
There you go.
Man, DSP Kick
So,
support
so
again
what
gets so
happened was,
fast.
earlier today, my first stream I made around $80
Right here.
playing Sweet Code N2, which I'm gonna be honest, yeah, it irks me. I wish that I should be making 100 or more. I want to hit my goals of 150, and I never do it when I play Sweet Code N2. Okay, but then when I went offline, I had checked my revenue on Kick for that stream, and basically I compared it. Like, I get a certain amount of money for when you guys are just watching under KCIP.
Dude, he's explaining it again. He's literally explaining it again. How the fucking funds work. We just got a tutorial in this.
I believe it was 4 or 5 subs. So I did all the math, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
It basically said that I had made around $20 to $25. I lost track. It's my fault. Via 100 kicks. And there was one like 100 or 2 100s. So basically, all those little single kicks added up to around $15 or more. So I almost hit around $100 earlier today. It's just that I can't track them.
These kicks that he referred to as a problem have now become his focus. This is a guy who, I have said this many times, who said, I'm not going to let pop-ups on my stream take away from the stream. Meaning he used to say when someone pop up, a guy donated $5. He says when streamers do that, and there's all that flashy shit, that takes away from the stream. But him literally doing a fucking physical breakdown of how kicks work and how much money he's got is not taking away from the stream? How does that work, Phil?
Those single kicks.
Shout out to Team Babylon.
There's no way for me to track them. There's no place to see them all and add
Pesci,
them.
count how many
There's
times he
nothing
says
that keeps
kicks.
track. Like, there's nothing right now. If I looked up your name right now, it wouldn't say you have given this many kicks. It's not there. Okay?
DSP is going to ditch
King
subs
First
for
even said,
kick
you can
tips
only
now.
track channel
This is
activity for an
Dow's
hour, and
pig.
then it auto refreshes on Kick and it deletes all the data. So there you go. So I can't even follow that to see after an hour who did what. So yeah, until they fix that, I
Fix
can't
what?
actually do this. I can only
Why are you even
track,
going this into it? This
kicks
guy literally said they're worth a penny. Why are we diving into it? Like, this is a deep dive for this guy.
100 or more.
Look at his
If you do
face.
100 or more kicks in one go, I will give you a shout out and put you on the leaderboard. But outside of that, I can't. The little ones are too small for me to track, and there's nowhere for me to keep track.
No shit.
So
All
how
right,
are we
Phil,
doing?
we
Let's
get
get
it.
everyone caught up.
A
We did
dollar
a
in
goal earlier
kicks,
today.
we get a
Before that,
shout
hit
out.
9 straight streams of hitting
Sign
goals.
me
I'm
up.
serious. Guys, tonight I would definitely like to get back on track if possible. I would.
Guys, tonight I'd definitely like to get on track. Does anyone want to take a guess what that means? Guys, I definitely want to get back on track. That has nothing to do with a game being good, doing better at a game, or, you know what I mean, or whatever a video gamer would have to get better at. He means get back on track means the money. Let's get back in the money tonight. We had 9 straight streams with $150. Squeak code in a fucking bullshit game got us 80. Let's get back in it tonight.
Like to hit the goal tonight. So tonight for Kronos, please support the stream. Please let's hit the 150 goal to get back on track. We're at 3 out of 10. Our DSP Tries It reward is going to be Little Caesars' new Philly cheesesteak,
Which he hits
released.
very
And I'm
soon
gonna get a
after
triple
this.
pack of these crazy bites or whatever they're called. Crazy. I don't know exactly what they're called.
That's
They're
over
these little cup
fucking
things.
$700,
Three
and he
different flavors, so we're
made
gonna
it.
do this, like, double
And this
taste
guy
test.
complains
And I
like
wanna
it's
do
the
it
end of the world.
because I'm craving pizza. I am. I'm craving pizza right now.
Phil, I'd be craving pizza too if it means I just made 700.
So if we could do it tonight, that would be great. No, we're not doing it tonight.
If you could give me 700 tonight, that'd be great.
So, it would be great to get support and hit that goal tonight. Please support the stream. Everything is appreciated.
He went from please support the stream to please support the stream. I would like to get back on track tonight. Literally 4 different versions of can you guys give me money tonight?
The only thing I can't count are the single and 10 kicks. Everything else gets counted, literally. All right? But I
Like,
can't count
that
these
kid
single kicks.
matters,
There's no way for me
right?
to even tell how much they are.
Everything else
So
gets counted,
that's not gonna
literally.
count, but everything else does, okay? Please, can we get some
Jesus.
support? Can we get our first tip, our first super chat? Can we get a gifted sub? Can we get some kicks? Can we get a everything? Let's go. Membership. Oh, look at this. Actually,
my God. I can't believe the list. The list. He went, you can't make this up anymore. This might be a record for him. No, listen, let's all jokes aside. All jokes aside, people. This has got to be a record. This is supposed to be a podcast. This is his morning podcast, the Level 1 podcast. And he literally found 4 different ways to talk about money. You giving him money. And then asking for money. And then re-asking for money in a whole different version.
Did get a tip, and I wasn't paying
I mean,
attention.
this guy should be given an
In
award.
aerospace, what was my job title? I worked on the customer support side of aerospace. I wasn't a technician or anything. My job title was like customer support rep. But
His
it's funny
dad
because
got
in
him the
4.5
job.
years that I worked at that company, I only did customer support work for about 3. For an entire year, I did continuous improvement work. A whole friggin' year. I was coming in. I was going to training classes. I was in several events. They kept having me travel to go to other divisions, to go in their events, to learn how.
Several events. Phil, this sounds like a dream job. What the fuck? This dude's making it sound like a real good job was a fucking shit fest.
How to do it to get certified. They had me completely redesign the repairs arrival and input output line, work line, and workflow for the company.
Is this like
They
a
had me do all
fairy
this stuff, and
tale
they never paid
job?
me for it. They paid me like a customer service rep and had me do all their continuous improvement work. For like a year, I did all this shit. And then after that, they said, oh, we don't need that anymore. They put me into a materials department, and then they laid me off within a month. Nice company, huh?
Phil, not shocked you got laid off after a month, bro. Kicks or not,
Well,
chat
for
wants
Infinity, it's true. Just
consistency,
stop using
not
that
just
cover. We
another
all know you were
donation
actually the
platform. Crusade,
Right.
says Mookie
Yeah.
Kasich.
Listen, customer support work is stressful and requires a lot of patience. Like
Over on
especially in
Twitch.
aerospace, because
DSP
every
acting like
customer
Kicks
calls
is
in
the
claiming
money
they're in
fountain
emergency when they're
he's
not.
been looking
I have a
for.
customer, all right? I've never really talked much about this job.
I can't even
actually.
pronounce that
About it.
person's name, man. You guys got some weird
I had a
ass
customer,
names.
It was a company. They would always call in and say, we need this part for our helicopter. We're AOG. What does that mean? It means aircraft on the ground. When a company says AOG, it's supposed to be an emergency. Like, this is the highest priority. We need that part right away. We'll even pay extra to get that part immediately. Okay? Now, the thing is, you're not supposed to just say that to get the part right away unless you actually are grounded. Because the way that the company works is we prioritize parts based on urgency. If you're only going to need that part next week, then we're going to give it to someone
The
else.
Kick
who's
Chat,
actually grounded
look,
'cause
his
of-
Kick Chat is spamming the yapping cats over here because he's just yapping. They're like, what is he even talking about?
an emergency, and we'll make sure that you get one
Look
next
at the
week.
yapping
But you have to
cats in
be
the
on it.
Kick Chat.
There's one company, every single time they called, they said they were AOG. And it was complete bullshit. They never were. They just said it because they wanted to be number one. And it breaks the system. The system is based on almost like an honor system of you have to be telling the truth. You can't lie to us and say you're grounded and you can't do work. Then no one will be able to fly but you because you get all the parts. So that's what I mean. It's stressful because then you're going to have to go and argue with your own management about this. Are they telling the truth? Are they not? What do you think? It's a mess. It really was very stressful. Time.
Literally, the whole Kick
So
Chat.
you guys, please, let's get
yapping-
support going. Let's hit the goal tonight. We
Whoa.
did not hit the goal earlier today because it was Sweet Code N2. Tonight, I know we'll have a good.
Because it was sweet coded too. That's bullshit, Phil. You act like you know why you didn't make the money. Every time. He has the answer, what happened, what the game, why it didn't perform, why this person, this, that.
Healthy crowd for modern survival horror. Please support survival horror tonight, okay?
Please
Let's hit our goal.
support
Let's get one
survival
step closer to
horror.
DSP tries it. All right? Guys, come on. Let's get, right now, let's get a sub on Kick. Wow. What in the holy hell? My AI actually beat my commands, my voice commands. I was commanding my AI to give the sub, and then it did it. Maybe it was psychic connection. Look at that. We're now up to 12 bucks. Let's go. Let's get momentum towards our first.
Let's get money
bucks.
towards.
Let's hit it. Let's hit that first third. Do I like counting money? Not particularly. I enjoy spending money. I don't enjoy counting the money.
Exactly. Hey, oh my God, he told the truth. I enjoy spending money. I don't enjoy counting. Holy shit. He actually told the straight up truth right there. Because that's all this guy does. You donate to him, It's being played on a mobile game, DoorDash, rent.
Okay. How many hot dogs can I eat in a hot dog eating contest if the grand prize is $220 million? Probably around two. 2 hot dogs. That's about as much as I eat, and I don't want to eat any more hot dogs. All right. Let's continue, guys. If you're enjoying tonight's stream of Chronos, please support the stream. We're around a third of the goal right now, right? We're just about at 50, I think.
Around a
Let's get some
third,
support
like
going
he
and
knows
what's goal
the
tonight. I did not hit
the
on my
pie
earlier
graph
stream.
where he's
I was
at.
playing Suikoden, which I love, but sadly people just don't really support it.
Quit saying Squeak Code in which you love. You played once when you were growing up, Phil. That's it. But nobody else likes it. You only have a few whales. What do you mean nobody else likes it? The game is boring. The fact that you made 80 was a blessing.
I do find that sad because I love
No.
Suikoden, but it is what it is. So please support the stream tonight. Let's get some stuff going. We got so many ways to support now. You could even do the new kicks system over on Kick. Anything would be appreciated. We picked too high a difficulty. Yeah, regular difficulty is too high. This game is tough, man. I would not recommend this game for newcomers to survival horror at all. Like, this has to be like you're hardened and you've played these before. I don't know how else you get through the game. All right, it's been 20 minutes since we got any support. Can we get some support for Chronos, please?
Can you imagine the amount of money he made last week? And he has to remind his chat how long it's been since you gave him money? Guys, it's been an hour. It's only been an hour, Phil. You're coming off of 9 straight streams. And Squeak Codin missed. So it's 9 streams, 150 or above. Squeak Codin, now this stream. And you're calling people out after 1 hour.
Like I said, I need to hit this goal tonight. We got to come back. Do you know we had 9 straight streams hitting goals, and then today?
You know what, Phil? I actually want to ask you that. What do you mean you need to hit the goal tonight? Why? What do you mean need? And then he just said, do you know we just hit the goal 9 straight times? Go on.
Earlier we didn't do it because of Suikoden, so let's hit it tonight. I know you guys like this game. There's a lot of you here. So we're 50
None of that made sense.
A third of the way to the goal, but can we get some more momentum going, please? Please, let's get some support.
Listen, he starts literally begging,
Testy, actually,
panicking.
if you were not a supporter at all and you became a super supporter, it's like $7-8. I think it's like $7.50. So I'll actually count 2 more bucks towards the goal for tonight for that. Thank you, Testy. Can we get some subs over on Kick? Can we get a tip or a super chat? Please, let's get some support for Chronos.
And he doesn't make the game any funner in his commentary. He actually looks like half the time when he's gaming, he's going to fall asleep. This is a guy that at one time used to say sketchy shit that could make the gameplay a little bit more entertaining. He doesn't do that. That's why people come out to watch him play Mario Kart. Watch him play fucking Call of Duty. Because you get to see him complain and bitch, and that could be maybe the only entertaining thing you see. Because when he plays these games, it's very rare you'll get good shit. Could you get good shit? Yes, if he's having trouble with certain enemies or certain parts. But it's very hard to comb through his gameplay nowadays. It's falling by the day. As you can see, his viewership's under 172. Now, did Raw Phil probably have 600-700 in there watching him? Yes. But his live numbers on his own channels are dead. Because you can't say anything. You get blocked. You can get blocked by his mods, which are real idiots. And you get blocked by him.
Big Support Let's Go says, I gave you subs and I'm not on the board. You did? You gave me 1 sub.
Look at that.
So you tied.
Literally taking time to look all this up. The man who says, I don't let one man distract my stream about donations and pop-ups. I don't bring down the stream. I keep all that shit to the side. When, dude, you make it 90% of the shit.
Gifted a sub 45 minutes ago.
It's the reason why we do detractor videos on you is for the begging. A lot of us probably wouldn't watch you if you didn't beg. That's what's crazy. But you might as well call it out.
My rules have been the same since 2017. How people don't understand them yet is pretty confusing.
My rules are the same, like he's a fucking bus driver. talking to a bunch of high schoolers. Like, talk about he understands that some of his dents are these young idiots. And he acts like he's talking to a bunch of men. I've never heard this dude have a fucking grown-up conversation. He sounds like a child or a beggar half the time he speaks.
Anyway, there's no one on the board for one. How would I need two? What do you mean there's no one on the board for one? Top subscriptions, right here.
Going
Bill's
back
best
into
friend,
the
one.
donos.
What are you talking about? Memberships are YouTube. Subscriptions are Kick. You gifted a sub, not a membership. Memberships are YouTube.
Oh my God.
Can
The
we play
fact that he
now?
even knew that and explained that?
Oh my. It's a traveler. There's a traveler stuck in this basement. This is a good place to split the part because something's about to happen. Thank you guys for watching. Chronos. I'll be right back.
Okay, so right now, just a heads up, he just hit stop recording on the stream. So everything he's about to say right now, you will not see on his stream. This is why these detractors like Snort Hogan, shout out to Snort Hogan, shout out to Duty Streams. This is why they make these videos. This is what you call the unrecorded bag segment, is what he's about to do right now. I want to show people this so you can see I'm not crazy. I'm going to rewind just a smidge. You're going to watch him shut off his recording, which I'm doing right now when I put my DSP video up. He starts on recording because he pulls his live streams after they're done. They're not up there. I don't know why. He would make more money doing that, but he's an idiot. But watch him turn off the stream. Go right about here.
Basement.
Right here.
This is a
Watch
good place
this.
to split the part because something's about to happen. Thank you
Split
guys
the
for
part.
watching. Chronos. I'll be right back.
Right back. Boom.
Okay.
Just hit stop
I mean that.
recording.
I have to pee. So I'm going to go use the restroom, guys. When I come back, please, if I can get support.
Here comes the
We got
begging.
An hour left on the stream.
This
but
ain't being
we're only at
recorded on his
57
stream.
bucks of support. We're not even to the halfway point. Can we get to the halfway point right now?
So if you were a stranger to his stream, you wouldn't see this shit. But no one's a stranger to him. There's too many videos. His name owns the algorithm.
Can we? Let's go. Let's get some support while I'm in the loo. All right, when I come back from
While
the
I'm in the
let's get to
bathroom, not
75,
even
and
on
then let's
stream,
keep
can
that
I
momentum
get
rolling
money?
Till the end of the stream. I'll be right back.
I'm not even going to give you content. I'm going to go take a shit. You can give me some cash.
All right, are we ready? All right, let's begin with the showering of support.
Whoa. Not even
Got
with
2
gameplay,
100
Phil?
Kicks. I did?
Let's begin with the showering of support, not even the video game. Yikes.
Oh, okay, hold on. When did that happen? Let's see. Here was the 500. I got that one. Oh, Darkside Burnell sent 2 100 kicks? Yes. Darkside Burnell did send 2 100 kicks earlier, and I missed it. Thank you for telling me, because, again, it's so hard to keep track of the way that they're doing it right now. I really hope that this gets improved. All right, so that counts for 2 more bucks. Thank you, Darkside Burnell. I appreciate you. All right, guys, come on. Right now, all right, ready? When I say go, everyone shower me with support so that we can get halfway to the goal or beyond. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Look at this. The countdown to give him money. Look at this. This isn't even paused. Look at his chat's going nuts. Look at him. He's looking down at his PayPal.
So far, this is a pretty dry shower. We got a few single kicks. Well, I tried, guys. Please, we had such great momentum this week. Let's not let it stutter now.
We had such great money this week. Continue.
Now, listen, I understand that with Sweet Code in, I'm probably never going to hit a goal again. That I understand that. But for the new releases at this point, please.
Can you imagine that you make over $1,000 and all this bullshit, ignorantly eat in front of your audience, and then because one stream made $80, we're panicking like this, and we're doing a breakdown.
Let's keep the momentum going. We were doing so well. We're at 3 out of 10. If we keep the momentum going, it means that we're going to do a nice DSP tries earlier on next week, right? We got to go. Let's do it.
That means we're going to do a nice DSP tries at him eating Little Caesars.
Come on, let's get some support, all right? Okay, let's continue. Dark Cybernosis, can I get an OG badge? An OG badge is for 20 gifted subs. However, now we actually have new ways to contribute. So 20 subs would be the equivalent of $100 to support. So far tonight,
The man who doesn't take
12.
time to
So
address
give
support
you another $88
during his
support.
stream, like he said.
Give you an
He
OG
doesn't
badge.
let
And you can
the
split that up however you
donations be a
want. It could be
distraction.
Kicks, it could be subs, it could be a combination. If you get to $100 to support, I will give you an OG badge. Here you go. These 15 more shots to
If
consider.
you give him
that.
100, you get a
The
badge.
cost of 15 more shots is probably more than the $86 or $88. So, just saying. Big support. Let's go says if I do a shout out to him, they'll gift 5 kick subs. I already did a shout out. Fine. Shout out again to big support for the sub. There you go.
Yeast Lord 88.
Gave you what you were owed. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. To Darkside Burnell, who was asking about the OG badge, FYI, if you do the $88, you get 2 badges. You get VIP and OG. Because you earn a VIP badge if you contribute.
Only
10 subs,
$88,
but now,
Phil?
'cause you already
Only?
did $12 of support, it would be 38 more. So if you do 38 more, you can get a VIP badge. If you do the 88, you get the VIP and the OG badge.
Holy shit.
I should bring that up. All right, ready for this? Shout out to Big Support for supporting tonight and not being on the board, because that's what they just said they wanted me to do. There you go. Okay. Are we good? Oh, why are you guys spamming my support message?
His King Chat is spamming his support message. That's too good. Why are you guys supporting my... Because that's all you talk about.
Well, Big Support Let's Go actually did give some subs, so they actually did what they said they were going to do. All right, I'm gonna shout that out in a second. Don't spam that message. Stop spamming the message. I'm not giving you permission to do that. That's rude.
Stop spamming the message. I'm not giving you permission to do that. You're such a little kid about shit, man. Give them a break. They're obviously busting your balls because that's all you ever talk about. That's why they're spamming it.
They can't because you're spamming. Stop spamming. So that's another $25 of support. That gets us up to 89. Can we get to 100 right now? Someone get us to 100 right now. We're only 11 away. I mean, it's nothing. Let's get to $100 of support, and then we'll be in the home stretch.
This
How
is
about
a
the
guy
support on
who
the
played
YouTube side?
Kronos
We
in
haven't had YouTube
silence,
in like an hour.
couldn't
Can we
even
get super
talk to his
chat?
audience while
Membership
playing the
or a tip on
game,
YouTube side, please.
begged you for contributions during the game, but didn't spend any
I
time
didn't
talking
miss
to
any,
one of the dents.
I haven't missed any.
And some of those dents really want him to talk to him. He don't spend shit. He don't read kick chat. He skims through the names to see if there's any he's got to block because he knows usually in the name tells you him if
That's
he's
right.
got to block
We're
you or
14
not.
subs away from hitting the goal. I wanted to hit 25 subs by the end of tomorrow, and we are 14 away. So we're actually making good progress on that, guys. Thank you for that.
I wanted to hit 25 subs by
All
tomorrow.
right, I said it before. I'll say it again. Stop spamming the kick chat with that support message. If you do it again,
I love that they're
what are
doing
you
that.
talking about? Big support.
I love that they're spamming. They're spamming what you say. That's what I said, Phil. How could you not even catch the joke? Why are they spamming your support message? Oh, because you haven't hit the goal? And you've been complaining about it, so they're busting your balls?
Let's go. I have no idea what you're complaining about now. Literally, I gave you your shout out. You're on the leaderboard. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
And now big support who was donating
Guys, we only have
is
about
now
15,
complaining.
20 minutes left on
All
the
of his
stream.
donators
So
turn
now
into
would be the time
LARPing
to
trolls
support. We're almost
in
to
time.
100. Guys, let's get that final push. Get me over the finish line. Let's hit the goal for tonight. That gets us to 114. We're almost to the goal.
Guys, get me to the finish line. Meanwhile, he couldn't communicate with his chat at all that night for Kronos. I remember I turned it on for 20 minutes. It was the most disappointing thing. I'm like, this guy can actually talk to some of these donors or some of these badge holders he has. No, he's just a shithead. He ignores Kick the whole time.
Goal. Come on, guys, let's hit it.
Tells people they'll block him for giving him
I
a
know we're gonna do
penny.
it tonight. Let's hit that goal. Big supporter, let's go. If you don't specifically say something to me about what you want, I'm just going to ignore you because you're being silly. But all you got to do is say, hey, tell a story about something, or, this or that. You say,
He
talk
said,
about the
who gives a
earthquake
shit?
No.
Gave you
Tell me
30.
what you want me to talk
See,
about,
I
and
told you,
will.
his fucking
I'm not
donators
gonna
turn
say
into
this is not a
LARPers.
Q&A stream. You want to know what we're doing tomorrow night on this stream? Chill with Phil. Then you want to have like big elaborate conversations about that kind of stuff. Fine.
Hey, guess what, Phil? There's nothing chill about Chill with Phil. It's the most dumb-witted Q&A I've ever seen in my life. You would think he was talking to fucking AI-generated bots.
A game. You understand? Ban this guy? Okay. Got him. This other guy's being a troll.
No one told you to ban him, but he banned him. Someone put, he remembered that I was asking T-Bell tries it and said, I know you've been wanting it for a long time. Save us GTA. What the fuck happened to him?
CSR. Ah, energy and another my contact for a company, and his name. I knew his name by the name of Jacques. His name was Jacques, so I think that he was French. I don't think he was French Canadian. I think he was actually French, like from. I don't think he was French Canadian. I think he was actually French, like from Canada. Okay, not Canada, from France. And I was actually friendly with the guy. We went back and forth a long time. With orders and things. And then one day, finally, like he gave me paperwork for something. I can't remember what it was for. And I started laughing hysterically. I just couldn't control myself. And my coworker's like, "Why are you laughing? Isn't that just like a purchase order?" I said, "Yeah, look at his name." I handed it over. The guy's name was Jacques the Coq. But in his language, he's probably the cock. You don't think of a cock. You know what I'm saying?
That was probably the most unfunniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Because he was Jacques the Coq. And there was other names too. I can't remember a few, but some of them were just so ridiculous. Like, dude, how in the hell do you go through life with a name like that, Jacques the Coq? Hopefully, hopefully he was well endowed with a name like that. Worst thing you want is your name's Jacques the Coq, and then some woman starts talking about how you have a small penis. Anyway, Terry Bogart has gifted a sub. Thank you, Terry Bogart, for gifting a sub over on Kick. He tried to do it anonymously, but that doesn't work. I've told people a zillion times it doesn't work when you do that. But he did it anyway. So now we're at 119 bucks to support. 31 to go to hit the goal. Let's go. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna drop that tip? Who's gonna drop that sub bomb? Who's gonna do a nice 3,100 Kick contribution tonight? Who's gonna do it?
Who's going to step up and donate?
Monkey Butt Not a Man says, can I get a kiss? Yes, but not from me. You can get a kiss from anyone else on the planet, but you have no permission to get a kiss from me. You enjoyed it, and I will see you next time here on DSP Games.
Here comes the unrecorded bag. It's like clockwork.
Okay. All right. Well, folks, that is all that we have time for tonight. And like I said, that was it. I guess we're not going to hit the goal, which is ridiculous. Seriously, I can't believe we're not going to hit the goal when we were this.
All right. What is ridiculous, Phil? First of all, the stream's not over yet, and you're almost there. You're over 100, I believe. Are you really going to call your fans ridiculous when you're crowdfunded?
It's close. But I don't know what it is. It seems like some nights people are very, very positive and forthcoming with support. And then other
Positive and forthcoming with support. Why were they not positive without support? Why can't it just be positive without support? And he wonders why he just breeds detractors. This is why.
You got people who are just being like trolls, like tonight. Multiple people kind of trolling.
Guys being trolling, like multiple trolling. Define this, Phil. Let's be real. How are they trolling? I thought you were getting trolled every day. What would it even matter at this point?
It's ridiculous. So I don't know what to say, but I want to say thanks. If you did support, I appreciate it. And I guess it sucks. I mean, we got this far, so close to a goal to not hit it, but I can't do anything else about it. And I'm not going to sit here and talk about it for an hour. I got to get out of here. It's already late.
You're not going to sit here and talk about it for an hour. He only talked about support all night, right? He only talked about it all night.
Played late to get to that save point. So
you would have thought we were watching the same video on loop.
Okay. All right, so tomorrow will be my final consecutive streaming day of the week, all right? I know this is a short week. It's only a 4-day streaming week, right? There is no podcast tomorrow in the morning. There will be a short kind of build-up for the stream that'll last about 30 minutes.
There will be a short kind of build-up before the stream. Let me tell you what that is. Wait for there to be 200 people, or wait for the first $50 to $100 donation to start gameplay. He doesn't want to call it a podcast anymore because he feels like if he calls it a podcast on certain days, he has to do more effort into it.
And then we're going to jump into another extended stream of Silk Song. I know you guys have loved Silk Song. I hope you'll show up for it.
You
Sadly,
guys.
I don't get a lot of views on the Silk Song streams, but I get good support. So I hope you'll come back tomorrow for that on the daytime stream.
I don't get a lot of views, but I get a lot of. I do good on support. See, it's always been about support. Even when the other day you said you don't let one person drive your content, if they're the ones wailing like Well Wished or Final Wish or whoever the fuck, you're gonna cater to them, Phil. You do it in a very greasy and sleazy way.
The gameplay should start around noon Pacific time. And
this is almost over.
3.5 hours of Silk Song progress. Okay. Then tomorrow night on the late stream, we're doing something different. It's Chill with Phil. Since we're not doing a podcast or whatever, all right, on the late stream, we're just going to hang out. We'll have 2 hours to just chill. And the thing is, hoping that maybe we can hit our goals. For example, we have the goal that I set up.
He is hoping that he could get 300 tomorrow.
5 subs by the end of my streaming week. Currently, we are at 12. So maybe tomorrow we can get 13 subs and we can hit that goal, right? And hopefully, I really do hope that tomorrow we bounce back and I hit my support goals because it's ridiculous.
I bet you do really hope you bounce back
we
and
were
get
gonna hit
money
one,
tomorrow.
But now not hitting one for the new game, Kronos, really sucks. Okay?
Look, he's confused. He doesn't know what to do. One stream not hitting the
Am I
goal.
gonna gift Darkside Brunel an OG badge? I could gift 5 memberships, renew mine, and donate the rest to help you hit your goal. What are you talking about? The OG badge is $100 of contributions on Kick. So
They're going to LARP you no matter what, Phil.
2 500 Kick contributions and 2 100 Kick contributions. It's $12. So you're going to pay the difference for him to hit the 100, and then you want me to give him the OG badge? How does that work? What? Do you owe this guy a favor? Does he have something on you? Is he going to blackmail you or something? Does he have dirt on you or something? Like what are you talking about? Why would you do that? Why would you pay subs and contributions to get him an OG badge? That's really weird to me. Are you related? Is he your brother or something? If you can explain it and it makes sense, I would probably...
What does it matter? Just take the money and go, here's the badge.
Allow it, but I don't understand what's going on. Why would you contribute so that he could get to hit the 100 and get an OG badge?
Who gives a shit? You just begged for money for an hour, and now you're going to say, why would you give me money?
Very bizarre.
There's nothing bizarre about that. It's more bizarre you acknowledged it. You said you could spot a LARPer from miles away, you shithead.
I gotta go, guy one. So if you don't answer, I gotta go, dude. It's late.
If you don't answer, I gotta go, dude. Anything for money answer. Look, he's blocking, reaching in to block. He won't let you know when he blocks. Even though he could probably give you his best content
If you
responding
want to,
to
I'm just
some of the
being nice.
trolls.
I don't know him. So you're gonna. So all right. Listen. If you give $88 of contributions right now, I don't care if it's memberships, if it's super chats, if it's a tip, whatever it is, and you get the 100.
He made sure he threw in the
I'll
tip.
give it to him.
It's a
I
tip.
don't care who gets the
That
OG
means send
badge.
money to his
It doesn't
PayPal. He
matter to
calls
me.
it tips.
I just find it bizarre.
What the
but
fuck?
that's fine if you want to do it. Go for it. In the meantime, I just received a $31 tip.
Bam. See? It's
Let's hit the
unreal.
goal. I just got a $31 tip, guys.
He gets wailed out no
Thank
matter
you,
what
whoever that
happens.
is. Okay. All right.
Look, he was
So-
already at a 150 in this
That is
video.
it. Guy one, are you going to do it
Unreal.
Because I got to go. If you're going to contribute right now,
So he hit the video after he goes, oh, I'm not going to hit the video.
Gaia one. It is
And he hit the goal. All he had to do was
$100
bag a little bit
contributions
more.
to get the OG badge. Period. It's not, oh, I want to get you to your goal, and then you're going to give an OG badge to someone else. What are you talking about?
That's the end of that
It sounds
video.
like you have this own little thing going on in your head, this bizarre world that's not
We're
reality.
out of
I
here
don't know.
tonight.
Very odd.
It's the end of the
Anyway,
Detractor Alley. It's time for
Have a
bed.
great night. I'm about to get out of here.
Suck one, Phil.
Great streak.
Someone wake Mom Timer up. Get that trick out of mothballs. See y'all tomorrow.